Hey, Chef Des coming at you from my kitchen again, and today I'm working with Fraser Valley Specialty Poultry to bring you an incredible recipe for spring flu season. Yes, flu season is in the spring as well as the fall, so I want to boost your immunity. What do you think of eating when you have a cold? Chicken soup. So we're going to make an incredible Mulligatawny soup, which is a curry-based chicken and apple soup, and it's amazing. And we're going to be using Ceremonies boneless, skinless chicken breasts for this dish. These chicken breasts are from chickens that are raised locally and without the use of antibiotics. The first thing we're going to do is heat our pot on medium heat, and we're going to add a quarter cup of butter. Once that butter foams, we're going to move on to the next step. So the name Mulligatawny is from two words, Malagu and Thani. Malagu means pepper, and Thani means water. So it's kind of like pepper water. Doesn't sound very appetizing, but I'm telling you, with the addition of the carrot, celery, onion, the curry powder, chicken broth, coconut milk, you're going to love this soup. Now that our butter's foaming, we're going to add onion, celery, carrot, and garlic. Give it a good stir to coat with the butter, and you're going to want to cook this on medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. You're looking for the vegetables to just start becoming soft. And you're just going to stir that occasionally within that 2 to 3 minutes. By adding carrot, celery, and onion and garlic to this dish, we're going to make it more complex in flavor. We don't want it to taste just like chicken and just like apple and just like coconut. We want all these background flavors in there. And as a bonus, we're adding all these vegetables to help boost our immunity. All right, let's move on to the next step. We're going to add a little bit of flour, 2 tablespoons worth, and that will help thicken up the soup a little bit. Along with a couple teaspoons of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and a 1/4 teaspoon of dry thyme. We're going to stir this together and cook this now for another 2 to 3 minutes. This step is really important because we're going to cook the starchy taste out of the flour. And right away, you'll start to smell those spices coming out, and you know that you're going to be making something incredible. During this step, you're going to want to stir this frequently to make sure that the flour gets completely cooked. Then we're going to add 4 cups of chicken broth, but make sure you add it slowly because at first it's going to become thick. Once all that chicken broth has been incorporated, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of green lentils and a couple of bay leaves. At this point here, you'll want to bring this to a full boil and then reduce your heat to simmer for about 30 minutes uncovered to cook those lentils. A good tip for you when you're cooking lentils is to make sure you don't add any extra salt until the very end of the cooking time, as the salt could interfere with how fast the lentils cook. All right, I'm going to turn this down to a simmer now. We'll wait about 30 minutes uncovered, and we'll come back and finish the soup. During that simmering time, I cooked off those Ceremonies chicken breasts, and I've cubed them up here. You can cook them in the oven, the barbecue, whatever you like. And at this point now, we're going to give this a good stir, and we're going to add 1 apple that's been peeled and diced, along with those diced chicken breasts. That simmering time without the lid was really important to concentrate the flavors by evaporating some of the water content out of the pot. We're now going to add a full 400 ml can of coconut milk, and I like choosing the brand that has lots of cream on the top. Look at this. That's awesome. There's so much richness you're going to add to the soup. We're going to stir that in now. We're going to bring this to a boil again, turn it down, simmer again for another 10 or 15 minutes, just to make sure our lentils are fully cooked. All right, let's turn that down to a simmer now. Okay, let me show you how to finish the soup now. So we're going to take out the bay leaves. You can't eat the bay leaves, they're just there for flavor, so we need to extract them now. There's one. All right, there's the other one. And remember what I said before about not adding the salt too early, because it's going to affect the cooking of the lentils. So we're going to do that now. 1½ teaspoons of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Now we're going to create a little bit of garnish for the top of the soup. We got a 1/4 cup of sour cream and a tablespoon of milk. I'm just going to bring that together. This is going to add a nice little white finish to the soup. Oh yeah, look at the big chunks of chicken and apple in there. It looks beautiful. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of this over top. You could use plain yogurt instead if you wanted to. and then just a little splash of fresh chopped parsley, just to get a little hint of green on the top. Now comes time for the best part. Wow, it is so good with that premium chicken in there, all those spices coming together, smoothed out by the coconut milk. It is an amazing soup, and I know you're gonna love it. Get these locally farmed premium chicken products at fesp.ca and enjoy them delivered straight to your doorstep. You don't have to go anywhere. This is Chef Des signing out. Where are you getting your poultry from?